Hello and thanks for joining us. Welcome to Fortune's Television News. I am Rahma Ibrahim Dosara. The Honorable Minister of State for Defense, Dr. Bello Muhammad Matawalli, MON, today received an audience, a delegation from D7G Limited, a defense technology company, in his office at the Ministry of Defense, Ship House, Abuja. The delegation was led by the Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Osman Chenna, and the meeting was convened as part of the ongoing engagements with licensed domestic defense manufacturers aimed at enhancing national defense production capabilities in accordance with Nigeria's defense industrialization policy and strategic objectives of achieving self-reliance in military procurement. D7G Limited, a registered member of the Defense Industries Association of Nigeria, DIAN, specializes in the research, design, manufacturing, and integration of military-grade systems and platforms. Honorable Minister Matawalli reiterated his commitments to building and supporting a sustainable domestic defense industry capable of responding to national security needs. He commended D7G Limited for its forward-looking investment in defense production infrastructure and emphasized the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administrations on reducing external dependency in line with Nigeria's national defense and security priorities. The minister reaffirmed the federal government's readiness to collaborate with qualified defense companies to strengthen Nigeria's military industrial base and ensure strategic autonomy in arms productions, logistics support, and system sustainment. The Nigeria Union of Journalists, NUJ, Zamfara State Council has inaugurated its Election Credential Committee to conduct elections in the council. Inaugurating the committee at the NUJ Press Center in Gusau, the Zamfara State capital, the council chairman, Comrade Ibrahim Musa Maizari, said it was in line with Article 6, subsection 5 of the Constitution of the Union. Comrade Maizari said the selection of members of the committee was based on merits and therefore charged them to be fair and just in discharge of their duties. He told the committee to always communicate with the national secretariats of NUJ on their activities to guarantee a seamless election. He gave the committee 6 weeks within which to conduct free, fair, and credible election. Responding on behalf of other members, the chairman of the committee, Comrade Lahiru Samaila Mafara, thanked the State Working Committee for the confidence reposed in them and promised not to disappoint the union. Mafara said the committee members would bring their wealth of experience and wisdom to bear in order to conduct an election that would be acceptable to all. He promised that the committee will liaise with the National Secretariat to fast-track its activities. The All Progressive Congress APC in Zamfara State has called on security agencies to arrest the state PDP women leader, Hajia Rabi Madawaki, over her alleged threats utterances to opposition parties ahead of the 2027 general election. In a statement, the APC Publicity Secretary Yusuf Idris condemned Madawaki's comment made in Hausa language at a gathering in Gusau, where she allegedly said that anyone who doesn't vote for Governor Dauda Lawal would be maimed and beaten. The party emphasized that elections should be free, fair, and non-violent, and that the will of the people must prevail. The party highlighted President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's efforts to remove threats and intimidation from the political scene, emphasizing the need for a peaceful and democratic electoral process. The APC asserted that a strong opposition party in the state, it will not be intimidated by any threats from the Zamfara PDP government. Nigeria's communication and digital economy sector has witnessed massive growth under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, attracting $191 million in foreign direct investment (FDI). In Q1 2024, a 9-fold increase from $22 million in Q1 2023. The Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Dr. Bosun Tijani, disclosed this during an interview for an upcoming State House documentary marking President Tinubu's 2nd anniversary. Dr. Tijani highlighted the sector's robust workforce development, driven by the 3 Million Technical Talents 3MTT program, and revealed plans for a $2 billion initiative to deploy 90,000 kilometers of fiber optic infrastructure nationwide, starting in Q4 2025. Comparing FDI inflows, he said in Q1 2023, the sector had about $22 million by Q1 2024. With this administration well underway, we reached $191 million. The trend continued in Q2, increasing from $25 million in 2023 to $114 million in 2024. According to the minister, the 3MTT program launched in October 2023 to create a tech survey workforce has already trained over 117,000 Nigerians in digital skills, surpassing its initial target of 30,000. Regarding connectivity, Tijani announced that Project Bridge focused on deploying 90,000 kilometers of fiber optic cable will commence in the fourth quarter. Tijani celebrated Nigeria's ranking among the world's top 60 countries for AI readiness and developing a homegrown large language model (LLM). He also highlighted the launch of the AI Collective platform, supported by leading partners including Paya Omida, Google, and Microsoft to foster collaboration and innovation in artificial intelligence. For the first time in the country, the ministry has funded 55 academic researchers to explore technology applications in agriculture, healthcare, and education. In addition, 300 million naira was invested in 10 startups using AI and blockchain to enhance agricultural productivity. In San Francisco, an initiative targeting $5 billion in startup funding, Dr. Tijani said, "Our goal is to attract $5 billion in investment for Nigerian startups." Supported by the Startup Pact and Trade Desk initiatives, which will connect local tech firms to global opportunities and government procurements. Tijani revealed that over 500 government technologists have been trained in AI and Digital Public Infrastructure (DPI), and the groundbreaking Digital Economy Bill has passed its first reading in the National Assembly. The bridge rural connectivity gaps, the minister projected that 7,000 telecom towers would be deployed, targeting 98% nationwide coverage, adding that the Federal Executive Council had already approved the project. The National Hajj Commission of Nigeria (NAHCON) has intensified its efforts for the success of the 2025 Hajj by conducting a critical catering stimulation exercise at the Rawaf Mina office in Mecca. The exercise was conducted to evaluate the quality, timelines, and standard of catering services arranged for the Nigerian pilgrims under the private tour operator quota. Representing the chairman, CEO of NAHCON, Professor Abdullahi Saleh Usman, the Commission's Deputy Coordinator, Mr. Alidu Shitu, led the delegation during the exercise. Rawaf Mina, a Saudi-based company responsible for provision of services to Nigerian private tour operators, pilgrims at the sacred sites of Mina, Arafat, and Muzdalifah during the days of the Hajj rites. Mr. Shuti emphasized that the quality and quantity of meals presented during the meal inspection session in terms of taste, portion, and nutritional value must precisely match what will be served to the pilgrims during the Hajj. In his words, timely delivery and consistency in quality, quantity are non-negotiable. He stated, noting that the Commission's goal is to elevate the 2025 Hajj experience to one of the best in recent time. In response, Rawaf Mina CEO, Mr. Zuhair A. Sadayu, assured NAHCON officials that a dedicated food service consultant has been appointed to oversee all stages of meal preparation and delivery. He pledged that feedback from the inspection will be meticulously addressed and incorporated into final service provision plans in order to ensure pilgrims receive full value for their money. Also present at the event was NAHCON Saudi's liaison officer, Ustaz Abubakar Lamin, who expressed gratitude to the Rawaf Mina team for facilitating the meals tasting session and reaffirmed the Commission's commitment to enhancing pilgrims' welfare across all aspects of Hajj exercise. This function forms part of NAHCON's broader mission to ensure efficient and effective in-service delivery during the days of Tashriq outing. The Hajj Commission reaffirms that the welfare of Nigerian pilgrims remain a top priority in its operational mandates for the 2025 Hajj operations. The House of Representatives has approved a 10-year security protection for Daily Nigerian investigative journalist Umar Audu, following his undercover expose that revealed a widespread certificate syndicate involving degree mills in the Benin Republic. Mr. Audu's investigation uncovered a criminal network selling unearned university certificates to Nigerians, many of which were fraudulently cleared by government agencies, including Ministry of Education. Currently, a joint House committee comprising the Committees on University, Polytechnic, Interior, Foreign Affairs and Youth Development is probing the scandal. During its sitting on Monday, Chairman of the committee, Honorable Abubakar Fulata, announced the House Directive for Long-Term Protection urging the Nigerian Police Force and the Nigerian Security Civil Defense Corps (NSCDC) to ensure Mr. Audu's safety over the next decade. We are grateful to Mr. Audu for his courage. We call on the Minister of Interior to ensure that the civil defense collaborates with the police to provide adequate protection, Fulata said. In his testimony before the committee, Mr. Audu narrated how he obtained a university degree from the Benin Republic without attending classes and had it certified by the Nigerian Ministry of Education after paying 40,000 naira. Reacting to the revelations, Minister of Interior Dr. Olubunmi Tunji Ojo advocated for the establishment of an automated single point verification system to centralize education validation processes and eliminate such fraud. This incident did not happen under this administration. Nonetheless, a unified automated portal is necessary to prevent recurrence, he noted, while also apologizing to Nigerians for the lapses. The Minister of Education, Dr. Olatunji Alausa, represented by Mrs. Larai Ahmad, revealed that the department responsible for verifying certificates had been overhauled and that stronger preventive measures were now in place. Also appearing before the committee, Director General of the NYSC Brigadier General Olakunle Nafiu disclosed that the Corps had introduced biometric verification to authenticate certificates submitted by prospective Corps members. We regret the oversight and are working with relevant agencies to reform the system. Our verification process is now more robust, Nafiu said. The House Committee reaffirmed its resolve to conclude a thorough investigation and enforce wide-ranging reforms to safeguard the integrity of Nigeria's education and public service systems. Zafar State Security Trust Fund have organized 5-day stakeholders interactive session to review security challenges bordering the state and its neighboring. The forum aimed at bringing together all critical stakeholders to digest on issues revolving around the insecurity as it gave new dimension by the day. In his remark at the event, the acting chairman of the State Security Trust Fund, Brigadier General Abdul Qadir Abubakar, retired, said the board had over last 1 year taken its time and quietly studied the responsibility of the body. The notoriety of insecurity in the state had recognized the need to make total review of the matter to avoid adopting some measures that had failed previously. He commended Governor Dauda Lawal for donating 90 operational vehicles to security agencies, therefore, tasked and operatives to live up to the expectations of citizens in restoring normalcy to the state. The federal government has its role, which is restoration of sovereignty, regional and border security of the Nigeria state. The military and police will continue to be in the state for as long as insurgency exists. The Zafar State government is doing its own best to complement the federal government's efforts in reducing the pains of war and insecurity on innocent citizens. The stakeholders take part at the interactive session to include local government chairmen and their councillors, traditional and religious leaders, security agencies, NGOs, and civil society organizations. Others are Vigilance Group, NURTW, Miyati Allah Cattle Dealers Association, Marketers and Artisan Miners Association, NLC, and other industrial unions, among others. And that's all we have for today's news. On behalf of the production team, Head of News and Current Affairs, I am Rahma Ibrahim Dosara, saying bye for now.